Hey everyone, Dr. Tom Miller here, coming to you live from the principal's office. And I was just thinking about the day, and I had this great opportunity. We had our monthly think tank with our inner circle of school leaders today who met. And the think tank is an opportunity for charter school leaders and business leaders to come together in a Zoom and think through opportunities and challenges that we can foresee and prepare for them. So one of the things we were talking about was the workforce, right? And so a lot of us are still trying to bring and recruit teachers back in, right? Ones that left over the last couple of years. And so I was reading this McKinsey quarterly report, and I'll make sure that the link is in the comments here. But it talked about why they left, right? So they left for uncaring leaders, and that they didn't feel valued, and the work was unsustainable, right? These are the top reasons why they left, and I did a podcast on it. So I go back a couple episodes and you'll find that, and I'll also put the link here in the comments for you. But it also talks about why they're coming back, right? Why they're coming back. So here's what you can start to do to start preparing, right, or recruiting those that are maybe unhappy in whatever workplace that they left. So the number one, right? So it was workplace flexibility. So there's an opportunity here, right? So you can start to really think through your schedule, how you're serving students, how you're getting teachers and all of your team to work together, right? So take your current teachers, your best teacher leaders, buy them lunch, buy them dinner, whatever, put them around a table and start thinking about how can we create workplace flexibility here? What would that look like? We have to really start thinking differently as school leaders, okay? So that's what I do. Put them in a room and start to think on things, right? And you could add that to your advertisement, right? Start to actually implement those things. So you can't put people around a table, get them to think about great ideas, and then not do it, okay? Problems need to be solved as close to the problem as possible. So you need to put them in a situation where they feel safe, where every idea is a great idea, and really think through and put those pieces in place and have that as part of your recruitment tool for the next year. The number two is the adequate total compensation package. Okay, so if you're in a charter school world, you have opportunities. Private schools and charter schools can create their own salary scale for the most part, right? But you can also do outside things, right? You could provide better benefits. You could up their retirement. You could provide some other private retirements. You could pay for visions, and you could bring in financial experts and help them be debt free, right? Find ways to help them get rid of their student loans. There's lots of things that you could do to help them live a more empowered life, right? And to help them get there. So that's number two. Three is sustainable work performance expectations. Get clear, right, with what's important in the workday, and find ways to remove the things that drain them. All right. Again, you could put a team together. Again, problems need to be solved as close to the problem as possible. So put a team of teachers together to say, hey, what are the things that are necessary in our work, and what are the things that we're doing that might not be necessary? And teach your employees how to prioritize their time, how to say no to things. If you've been a part of any of our conversations lately, you know that 84% of the people in your organization are reserved, right? They're more process oriented. So they seek perfection. They want to know why and how, and they need a framework. And they have a hard time saying no. So it causes them to work longer and deeper hours and kind of burn themselves out when they're looking for perfection, or they're so loyal that they just want everything to be right. Okay, so create sustainable work expectations for them to do it. And lastly, last two here, career development and advancement opportunities. One of the things that got me excited in the charter school world is I wanted to be an exceptional children's director, right? So as I was finishing up my master's and I was recruited by a charter school, I was recruited with the words of, hey, we want to put 100 charter schools in North Carolina, and you could be the director of that, right? So they excited me because they knew what I want. So sit down with your people and find out what they want. Like, where do they see themselves in 2 or 3 years? And paint them in the picture of the future of the school and help them get there, whatever it may be. So maybe going back to, maybe you pay for some of their schooling, maybe you pay for some certification, maybe you walk them through, right, or give them a here to there framework for that. And then the last one is meaningful work. And so one of the things that I love that I see a lot of the schools that I work with, doing is, getting clear on who they're for, right? You're for your students, you're for your families, you're for your stakeholders, you're for your vendors, but you're also for your teachers, right? Your employees are part of your clientele. So as you're highlighting your school on social media and your blogs and everything, highlight your staff, highlight the work that they're doing and the impact that they are making, because that's going to be a great way to build your reputation, right, in the social media community. Because remember, like 90% of people check their Facebook or their social media within 10 minutes of waking up, right? So every day you could have a great daily message, a highlight of a student, a highlight of an employee, a highlight of a project or a program that you're doing, right? Create that meaningful work, but create this atmosphere of that we're for our partners, we're for our clients as in students, we're for our clients as in employees, we're for our clients as in strategic partners and vendors that help us, right? If you start really thinking about how can I get those teachers that left back, right? It's not that we have a shortage of teachers. We have a shortage of certified teachers working in schools. So we need to think differently about how we're going to recruit them and how we're going to get them back. And you can't start that in March of 2023. You need to start it today, right? You need to start it in September. Start that process now, and you're going to be miles ahead of every other group, right? That's going to wait until see what openings that they have, for next year. Don't wait. Do it now, okay? It's the only guarantee of a better tomorrow is to start getting better today. So I'm Dr. Tom Miller. I hope you have an amazing day, and thank you for what you do. Keep making a difference. If I said anything you like, right, hit the like button, subscribe, share it out, and drop in the comments what's other things you want me to share and talk about. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.